Religion is called Deen in Arabic, but the understanding behind these two words is not the same. Deen has a vaster meaning than religion. Religion is usually defined as a system of beliefs or the recognition and worship of a higher power. Deen, however, is more than just worship of a higher power or following a set of beliefs and rules. It is a complete way of life that guides humans on how to be happy and successful in this world and in the hereafter. Some people ask, why should we follow a particular religion? They argue as long as we believe there is a God and we do good, then there is no need to follow a set of rules, and therefore there is no need to follow a particular religion. If we think about these statements carefully, we will see shortly in a few points that they make no sense. There are many reasons why humans need Deen. Number 1, Deen ensures our understanding of God is correct, and it helps us understand why God created us and what our purpose in life should be. A person who tries to find God on their own is only guessing like a man fumbling in the dark. Without Deen, people's understanding of God is like a group of people in a dark room with an elephant, trying to understand what an elephant looks like. The person who touches its trunk will say, an elephant is like a big hosepipe. The person who is near the foot of the elephant will say, an elephant is like a tree trunk. The person near the tail of the elephant will say, an elephant is like a feather duster, and so on. None of these are correct. The only person who truly knows what the elephant looks like is the one who has seen it with the lights turned on. Similarly, without Deen, everyone makes up his own understanding of God and the universe. Only a true prophet who communicates with God can really tell people the truth about God. 2. Deen gives us laws that we can use to govern our societies. We know that humans are social creatures and cannot live on their own. In order to survive, they need to interact with other humans and to live with family and society. But we also know that once humans come together, laws must be established and upheld so that the rights of each individual is preserved and there is no injustice in that society. When these laws are made by people, there is always self-interest involved. Their lack of knowledge of the future as well as their lack of understanding of the true nature of human beings makes it impossible for them to come up with laws that are truly fair and just. Only God, the Creator, can truly tell His creatures what's best for them, and Deen is a means through which we know and follow these rules. 3. Deen stops crime and immorality. When societies don't uphold Deen, crime is prevented by having police, judges, and courts. But people will often only obey the law when they know they will get caught. For example, car drivers may jump the traffic light if they think no one is watching them. Someone may even steal something from a shop if they think no one will find out. Deen teaches people that God is always watching, and every action is being recorded and will be accounted for on the Day of Judgment. A religious person does not need a police officer to be honest. 4. Deen teaches us how to live with moderation. Deen emphasizes on the next life and teaches human beings to be moderate in their lives, eating, dressing, spending, and so on. It also encourages people to be selfless and charitable and to think of others first. Without Deen, people would have no reason to be selfish and materialistic, and they would live on the principle of survival of the fittest. 5. Deen frees us from superstitions and baseless fears that enslave us and prevent human progress. Whenever people live without Deen, they are driven by greed and fear. Then it encourages people to become superstitious about everything. When a human being does not fear God, he or she will fear everything else. A person who becomes God's slave is truly free and no one can enslave them. But a person who rejects God will be a slave of everything else: wealth, career, relationships, those in power, and so on. 6. Without Deen, human beings see themselves as insignificant creatures amongst millions of others just trying to survive. Their goal in life becomes only to become a professional in this field or that career. They go about every day from sleeping to work to eating to sleeping again without questioning why they are here or where they are going. Deen gives people a higher purpose. It shows them that the life is more than just eating and sleeping. The more importance we give Deen, the more meaningful our lives become. Without Deen, a person will only obey the law when things are going well for them. But if they become desperate, for example, if someone loses their job, then they have no reason not to break the law or become immoral because they don't believe in God or any consequences of their actions. On the other hand, a person with Deen will remain moral and chaste even when they are suffering because they still know they are accountable before God.